Hey everyone, this is Mita, and I'm here with my co-hosts Musika and Noodles, and you guys are tuning in to Bluntly Talking. Yeah. Woo! So it's Monday, it's Labor Day, or I don't know what day you guys are going to be watching this, but currently it's Labor Day. How was your weekend, you guys?
Hectic for me a little.
Hectic. Why?
'Cause I finally got a part-time job.
Yay!
Nice.
Congratulations! Whoop whoop!
I know after freaking
That's what's
months
up.
of applying everywhere. Jesus.
No, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. Congratulations. So
Yeah.
you work during the weekend?
Not just the weekend, I'm actually working from I work on weekdays too. Right now, I'm gonna be working from Wednesday to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like
Nice.
if any other times they have for me or not.
Right.
There was a time,
Right.
long
Give me a
ago,
sec, you guys.
when our peoples were linked.
Okay, that's a sec. I'm
This
back.
aqueduct served as both highway and life source,
I found a talking
transporting
statue,
water from the high
block thingy.
places
I have no idea what the hell to
and
call those.
providing your people with
Okay,
safe
where'd you find that?
passage into the north.
Right here at the broken,
No more. The borders have been sealed.
Oh, in the
The
north.
water
yeah, the
no longer
breach.
flows as it once did.
Man, I've gone there and I was
The
looking at the
bonds of
stupid slab and I
friendship have
could
been
not find it.
replaced
Okay, so you
by
know
the
like where it
smoke
has
of
like the
war.
little waterfall thing from the
No
from the
more will
bridge,
your people cross the
Yeah.
and
aqueduct,
some big giant ass
save
boulders right
by
here, like
our
from
orders.
parts of the bridge.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's like around here under it.
Oh! Now I'm about to go back and look for it.
Oh yeah, kind of sucked a little.
And I found
Yeah,
it.
it's not hard to find, actually.
It
I'm
really isn't.
surprised you haven't found it, yeah.
I mean, I knew it was like in a body of water, I just didn't know exactly where.
You know, there's another
Right.
one close to the Sentinels too. That one I found completely by accident.
Hmm.
Really? That one I
Yes,
didn't know.
yeah, I didn't know that one either, and I was like, what the hell? There's one here? It's like I didn't know that.
I
Finding
love
all
it
new
when you
stuff.
find new things.
What about you, Noodles? How's your weekend?
My weekend's been alright. Nothing too crazy. I'm like trying to think of something particular that's happened, but not really.
Ooh, we went to, well, my weekend was, thank you for asking.
What about you?
You had a
Well,
weekend?
it was so nice of you to ask. Yes, I had a weekend. Um, we went downtown, and it's funny because we hadn't really been downtown in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. It's kind of weird because I don't know how it is in other cities, but in our city, downtown is not happening. It is not where like shit is going down, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's funny, I remember there was a time where I did feel like it was kind of, I want to say slightly fast paced, or it felt like, oh, they made it seem like, oh, it's going to be the new big thing or something like that, you know? And now it's just like,
Right.
I feel like it's dying out, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean it's pretty. It's you could tell where they're fixing it up and everything. And then we went up to go see the because they have this thing over here where it's you can go up to the mountain. It's called Scenic Drive, and you go up there and you can um drive around and drive up there and see the entire city. So we hadn't done that in a while.
That's true.
And so
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we had a pleasant weekend, but it's Monday and now it's time to get back to work, which means it's Reddit story time.
Whoop.
Alright, guys, I got a good one. Am I the jerk?
Yes.
At my new job.
I'm
Oh wow.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
dang. That's it for today, you guys.
I
Thanks for
love you.
joining.
I love you. I'm joking.
Okay, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I probably am sometimes.
I will
Okay, okay.
not confirm or deny shit.
I thought you loved me.
I did love you.
All right. Okay, for reals now. Okay, am I the jerk? At my new job, I noticed an employee smoking weed behind the building during breaks. Everyone looks the other way because they're a great worker regardless. And I'm doing the quotation. I didn't feel comfortable, so I reported it to corporate. Both the employee and the manager were fired. Am I a jerk for reporting
Hmm.
it?
Okay. I personally,
Snitches get
me, I think
stitches,
yes.
bro.
But work-wise, if it's like definitely a company that says like no drugs or whatever, and if they have to, it's like again, like depending on what job they have, like any I guess any job really, it's like you have to be paying attention shit like that. Cause with me and my experience with weed, like yes, it's maybe giddy and maybe very snackish, but I want to say the most effect that I've had with it the most, at least that I think a lot, not, I don't say every weed has this, but I think most, is like, it makes you, I wouldn't say forgetful, but like, space-headed, I guess, spacey.
Mhm.
And if you're in a line of work that you need to be paying attention, because, like, oh, like, accidents could happen, and you don't want to be liable for that shit, then, no, I don't think they're the jerk for,
Mhm.
for telling, because because, like, okay, yes, fine. Good worker, whatever, they did their job well. But the fact that it's like,
Mhm.
everyone knows that they're smoking weed, they're not supposed to, they had to be alert and active. Unless it's like a
Mhm.
medical thing and the company knew. First of all, why the hell would they hire them for that? And second, like, if that was the case, then, like, again, the company knows, like, okay, whatever, we're fine with it. I don't see how that could have been a problem then. But
Mhm.
obviously they didn't know since they got fired. So
Mhm.
I don't think she's the jerk for doing that in the workspace. Probably personally
Mhm.
for butting in on someone's own personal time, yes. But work-wise, no, because like again, like liability, they obviously thought the same thing too. Like we don't want to get in trouble for that shit.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What about you, Noodles? What do you say?
Eek. Um, that's hard because I think it really depended on the person. If this person was doing their job and they're doing it well and they have been doing this for years and nothing's come up of it, then yes, she is the asshole for reporting it.
Mhm.
Just because there are people out there that know the strains that work well with them. And a lot of the strains are used to hyperfixate. So when you know which one works best for you and you're able to take something and it's actually enhances your performance, I don't see why if like that, because there are strains that are going to make you uh slower or more like spacey, whatever. If that's what was going on, then it was good that she said something, but we don't really get that background.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the only thing that I was kind of like, ugh, because that's what a lot of people in the comments were saying. Like, it just depends, because there's not a lot of, it doesn't tell us what they work, where they work, what they were doing, or anything like that. So we gotta go just by what it said.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, yes, they are the jerk. Because we don't get a lot of insight into this. And, but I have a feeling if, for example, right? if the worker was getting in a lot of accidents or wasn't doing their job, just what you just said, Noodles, then
Yeah.
I feel like this person probably would have written in there, like, oh, I'm tired of picking up the slack, or, insert whatever that employee's doing. But she says here that at my new job, I noticed an employee smoking weed behind the building during breaks. To me, I think that, again, she's not saying here that it's impacting the job. I feel like that. Like, if it was impacting the job, then yes, totally speak up. But in this case, it doesn't say that, so I'm gonna take it as no. I feel like it's just a Karen who there's people who just don't like weed, which is fine. But I feel like that's what it was. I feel like it's someone who just, oh my god, they're smoking weed. They're not supposed to. I'm gonna report it.
Yeah.
So I feel like if it's not something that concerns you and it's not affecting you, why are you butting in something that's not, it's none of your business, basically.
Right.
And it reminded me of when you all worked at, I don't know, we should say the name. Maybe not, huh?
At a pizza place, let's just say that. We worked at a pizza place.
Yeah, at a pizza place. And in that pizza place, you all would smoke, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We would
No
have
shame.
meetings, like it wasn't just us, but it was one of those they knew that we were getting the work done. So as long as that was going on and we were being safe, it didn't matter.
Right.
What about the severed heads?
The severed heads? What do you mean?
Like, 'cause I just chopped up 2 animals and I have heads. So where'd I
Well,
put
you
the
can
severed
turn
heads?
them into something. Like, you can turn them into, what is it called?
Mounds?
Into the mounted heads or
Head
whatever.
mounts. Okay. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, so, well, no, I just think, like I said, I think they are the drip. Because, snitches get stitches, man.
Yeah, now everyone's not gonna be like, we're not gonna help you, you're a snitch. Like, for all we know, you're gonna
And
tell
then
us.
it's like, and then the sad part about it too, it's like, they didn't just get the employee fired, they got, like, the manager fired. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me. I wonder if, like, they questioned the manager and the manager's like, oh, no, yeah, I did. But then my whole thing's like,
Yeah.
now that she ratted them out, like, there's no doubt they're gonna do a surprise drug test and be like, everyone has to take it, and if you refuse, you're out.
Right. Well, and it's like we said, I guess to me, I feel like, yeah, like it would depend on what it is, what type of job, like that. Like, if you're gonna be, let's be honest, most people in fast food joints, almost everybody that I know that has worked at a restaurant, not even a fast food restaurant, like a restaurant, has smoked at once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Say that's my.
Yeah.
Everyone does. It's
So,
not
like, don't sit here. Yeah. So if it's something like that, if it's a restaurant, like, bro, just leave it. Just leave it. If it's something like an EMT, well, no, definitely, yeah, because I sure as heck don't want my EMT to come high as a kite, if I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
No, yeah, they didn't say what job they worked in, huh?
No.
That's the hard part about it, because, like, again, if it's food, okay, yes, of course, like we said, like, first of all, everyone does it. And the fact that, like, again, like, obviously, like, he knew his limits, like, okay, I shouldn't, smoke too much, because otherwise I'm gonna end up accidentally cutting my hand. But, again, like, it's obviously, like, if it's a person who more or less knows, like, okay, a limit to stop at, then it's fine, like, they're getting their job done.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like if they weren't, or there was something more, I feel like this person would have written it there.
Yeah.
but they didn't. So that only tells me that they're just freaking snitches. Which I don't
Oh,
understand
no, can I get...
why.
Okay.
I don't understand why people don't like. I mean, I guess they don't like weed. That's fine, but their hatred for it. That's what I don't understand.
I want to say definitely because of the whole, because like I could definitely remember the times of the drug is bad for you in elementary, middle school, especially in high school. Like every time
Mhm.
there was someone caught smoking like just regular cigarettes at the time, really, they were like, oh, everyone has to do the mandatory showing the freaking drugs are bad videos, and honestly we all fucking hated
Mhm.
it. We're like, oh god, here we go
Well,
again.
look, I get it. Kids, yeah, of course kids shouldn't be smoking. But in this case, I mean, this person's already working, they're an adult. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, if
No,
they're
but
adults.
that's what I was trying to get at, like how, like, I think, like, cause I remember, like, even though, like, yes, someone was hated it, there were the ones who were, like, not only, like, taught that, like, at school, but at home, and, like, they had the whole belief, like, the minute they found out someone, I remember, these two girls, like, they were best friends, one got caught smoking, cause, like, she lit up hard, like, freaking hallway
Mhm.
got full of smoke, and she accidentally triggered the fire alarm. And when her friend found out, apparently they got into a big ass fight because like she was like, "Oh my god, no, she doesn't." Pretty sure she was a Christian or Mormon, one of the two. But other than her own beliefs, so apparently she also had bad experience of that with her own families who were like really addictive to all that. So she's like, she got so mad at them. Like again, like these are friends who grew up also on the same street too, from what I've
Mhm.
been told, and yeah, like they're no longer friends. Like every time she sees her, like she calls her a druggie and everything, and the other friend just
God.
keeps trying to like start fights with her because of that. And it's just like, yeah, there are just some people out there like who either have a bad experience or just taught like like from a very young age, with hardcore beliefs like no, like drugs could lead down evil to evilness or something like that.
Mhm.
And I just think like, okay, yes, don't get me wrong. Obviously, there are drugs out there that you should definitely never touch, stay away from. But like with weed, especially now, like it's like, oh no, it's proven to have medical use and all that stuff, and the fact that it's been used for centuries now. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just I also go like it also just depends on person too, because there are certain drug levels that I think a person can't handle. Especially
Mhm.
if it's your first time. Like you start off something like soft. You don't want to go too heavy and hard.
Right.
And I'm still in the, if they were fine doing what they were doing, there was no need
Yeah.
for it. Because not only did you get them fired, but like that was their job. Like nowadays, like you gotta
Yeah.
freaking hold on to your job with the freaking iron fist. Like I don't know, like that's so messed up. Like did she even think of like what this can do to that person?
No, yeah, and like if they
Yeah.
apply for another job, like especially if it's like something that the like if they have to put down like, oh yes, I worked here or whatever, or like because I know some companies like they just type in your name like what you worked in, or and they find out like,
Mhm.
oh, you used to work in that, even though you didn't put it down. Like they'll find a way and contact them and be like, hey, like why was this person let go or why they quit, and they tell them that's a ruined opportunity for them.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people also were saying in the comments actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, about that like this person like messed with their income. Like it's
Yeah.
crappy because it's like what? And all for what? For pot? Like come on.
No, yeah. Like
That's
honestly, I think if that ever
ridiculous.
happened to me, I'll get so pissed again. Cause like, again, you guys heard me. It took me 2 years to find
Right.
the job that I have right now. So for them to now get screwed over by, well, did they even say they're a full timer or part timer?
No, that's all they really said.
Well, yeah. Okay, so like for a newcomer to come in, ruin their time there, like I would get pissed. Cause to me, it's like Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a new job now? Especially like for them too. It's like you knew how hard it is, and you say, "Oh yeah, I finally have this new job now." It's like,
Yeah.
mind your goddamn business.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, it was crappy. So, anyways, I thought it would be, I thought this
It was very
top,
interesting.
yeah, I thought it would be appropriate for
So he did them the jerk.
the
Yeah,
jerk.
the
Yeah.
Okay, next
Right.
one.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Yes.
My bad. Alright. I got a story.
What?
And the story is titled, I, 24 male, want to break up with my girlfriend, 24 female, but she threatens to kill herself if I do. What should I do?
Oh, okay, that already sounds toxic and bad.
Oh God.
And
Okay.
this one does have an update. Let me get through the story first.
Yes, I love it when they have updates.
Me too. Alright. We've been together for almost a year, and I feel more miserable week by week. He suffers from depression as well as some other disorders, so I'm trying not to blame her for all the bad stuff she does. But I really need to get out of this relationship. I'm seriously worried about my own mental health at this point.
Ooh.
Last night Last night I made the third attempt to break up with her, and she started crying and screaming. She opened the window and either wanted to jump or just pretend. She also wanted to grab a knife. I'm sure she wouldn't hurt me, but I was afraid she would do something to herself. I needed to hold her until she calmed down. When I begged her to let me break up with her, she told me that I had to kill her first.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
What should I do?
Oh God.
Okay, hold on. Should you read the update next, or?
Should we
What do you
give our
guys think?
opinion? Okay, I'll go first. I think that I feel bad for this person, for this guy, because that's total manipulation right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know, no one can control what I do, just as much as I can't control what other people do. So for instance, in this case, I mean, she's manipulating him into, oh, I'm gonna kill myself if you leave me, but that's her choice. And it sucks because I think that people like that do it like that for manipulation, and because they know that, like in this case, she knows that her boyfriend is a good-hearted person.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he wasn't, then he would be like, you know what, I don't care, and just leave. But because she knows that he obviously has a good heart, and he cares for her, even though I don't think he should. But he cares for her because we're human, and we have empathy. And she knows this, and she's using it against him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that he maybe to make him feel better, maybe like talk to the family and say, listen, like this is what's going on, but I'm gonna leave. To kind of like, if he
Give them a
really
heads up,
feels,
yeah.
yeah, like if he feels like she really could, because some people will take it to that extreme just to be assholes.
No, yeah, just to blame them and be like, oh, you could have stopped this or something, right?
Right. But
Ugh.
even because there have been people that do it like that and blame, someone else. But in this case, no, I think that he should just leave her. Like I said, maybe tell the family, like, hey, she's threatening this, but things are not working out, and I gotta go, and that's it. And then just block her and don't know anything else about her. This way, he won't even know whether she did or she didn't. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Like he should definitely tell a family. Wait for a moment where somebody like, hey, their friends or again one of their family members, and be like, hey, can you come distract her, and can someone please come help me pack up my important shit so I can leave, you know?
Yeah.
And now like be tell them like I think she needs like mental help or something, you know, like honestly, because like this is just terrible, and I don't understand, like especially it's just like, you know, like he did the right thing, like he tried to talk to her, break it up, and like, you know, be obviously like the person's like, hey, like I wanna just, you know, like break things off cleanly before between the two of us, rather than be an asshole and be like, okay, that's it, we're done, bye, you know?
Right.
Like honestly, I can't understand people like that who are just like, no, it's all or nothing. And like I'm pretty sure, like again, she knows that he's not happy, but doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like all your points.
What do
Alright,
you
guys.
think?
Oh, I don't want to give my opinion, so I read the update.
Oh, okay, okay.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Update. Thank you all for your advice. I didn't expect this many comments. I don't know her family, and they didn't really care about her. I don't know how to say this word, so I'm just gonna skip it. I don't
Okay.
know if it was spelled or what, but it don't sound right to me.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
I don't really care for her, which is probably the main source of her mental state or status. So con- oh my gosh, contacting contacting them would be pointless.
Mm.
Some of you suggested that I should break up with her over text, but I really want to do this in person. I'm pretty sure she won't try to harm me physically in any way, and even if she did, she would stand no chance in a fight with me. There are some suicidal hotlines and organizations that provide similar support in my country, and I think I'll try contacting them. Even though I won't use all your advice, I am really thankful for the support. You've given me the strength and the motivation to end this relationship. Thank you.
You should at least have
Okay.
a friend with him. Like Jesus, like you never know. Like strength of
Yeah.
numbers, bro.
Yeah, like you can't really beat a gun.
Yeah, you can't predict. You can never predict what the fuck they're gonna do. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. Yeah, when you were saying about the family, like I was just there, like like,
Ah.
because that was my first thought too. Was like, why doesn't he just contact the family and then let
Obviously,
them
everyone
sort
else
it from
thought that
there?
too. It's like, hey, the family, right?
Mhm.
But and then it kind of makes sense that she's not uh, she's not in contact with them.
Yeah.
But that makes me sad. Like this story kind of like caught my attention because I was sort of in a similar situation, but thankfully it was like the issue resolved itself. So I didn't, like, I wasn't completely stuck, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
But it was still, like, it is hard being with someone who has mental illnesses, and they don't take the steps to better themselves, honestly, or maybe they are, and it's just they're just not there yet to be with anyone else. Like in my own experience, it's they need to focus on themselves. You can't be with someone like that if they're not willing to be able to protect themselves. Then they have no business being with anyone,
Yeah.
Mhm.
even if you care for them so much. Like it's hard sometimes to walk away from someone, but you gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Yeah. And it's sad because so this person doesn't have any family, right?
Yeah, like they have family, but they don't stay in contact apparently.
Right. I mean, then what kind of person, like, because he doesn't say why he wants to break up, right? Or he
No,
does.
he just says he wants to break up. He says it's for his mental health at this point.
Mm. Because I was gonna say, like, I mean, is this girl, like, really toxic? Like, what's going on, you know?
I mean, to be with someone like
Because,
that, it has to be very emotionally and mentally exhausting all the time.
no, but I'm saying because, like, she doesn't talk to her family, it doesn't sound like she has friends. So I could see his hesitation because it's like she's gonna be alone, you know? But I've said this before. I said this a lot last month, and I'm trying to remember. I think I said it for myself because I'm taking I guess, some steps for my mental health. And one of the things that I kept saying was, just like in an airplane when they tell you, you need to put your oxygen mask on first. And I just have to keep reminding myself that, like, I'm doing things because I'm putting on the oxygen mask on first, you know?
Hmm.
And so, like, in this case with this guy, it sounds like he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
And he needs to. I hope that this girl is okay. Like, I hope so, but
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not like he said he's gonna try to get her in contact, right?
Yeah, like he seems like he's gonna try and get her the help, and then just kind of be like, "I'm not here anymore. Like this is all on you."
Right. So,
Eesh.
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, it's sad. It's sad.
It is. It really is. I hope that she does or did get the help that she needed.
Yeah, I hope he does a update and then you can let us know.
I will let you guys know if he does.
I'm making my way, not downtown, but to the jungle, okay?
Alright, I'm just collecting
Oh.
mushrooms.
Alright. But I'm going on horse, so it's gonna take a while, so
Okay.
y'all don't need to rush or anything.
Why don't you just, kill your character? That's what I do.
So, because I want to take my horse. I want to level up. So let me ask you guys this, just a little bit, different, but what would you all do if you were in that situation? Oh, well, you kind of said that you kind of were, right, Noodles? But
Yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah, you just a lot of the times it's crappy because you don't like no one ever really knows, right? But most of the time, at least in my situation, it was they were bluffing. They weren't serious about hurting themselves. They were just kind of like, if you do it, I'm gonna do this, and it was just, you know, thankfully, thank God, like it was just a threat. They didn't do anything to themselves or anything. But
mhm,
yeah, like at that point, it's you just kind of have to tell them like, if you do this, this is on you. Like it's not fair. It wasn't fair to me to become a punching bag for them and for them to treat me like garbage. Honestly, like it wasn't fair. And I'm glad I caught it early in my relationship, so I didn't need to deal with it for a long period, like a long period of time versus within the story. Like it, he took a year of this,
dang,
and that does mess with your mental health. So you kind of have to realize it in your own, like, okay, how much can my mental health withstand this?
mhm,
Yeah. I think he did good on finding the hotlines and putting all of that in motion. I think one thing he should do is at least get a friend to go with him if I've been
yeah,
there. I think that's the only thing that I would have uh,
done
recommended.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Masika?
I can't imagine. I think at that point, yeah, I would either ask again, like especially like if their family is involved and they try to also help them too. Like, okay, cool, we could maybe tag team or something or double team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then no, yeah, like I would ask my friends and families, like, hey, I'm gonna break up with this person. They done this and that, and you know my reasons why. And definitely like look up like how he did like suicide hotlines and things like that, and just ask everyone around me like, can someone, one or two persons, come with me so this way I could make sure they don't actually try to do something while I'm there, and if need be, we can all stop them.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again, I think, if I love this person, I think I would try to get them to help. But we'll see. También, after a while, if that person, if you see that that's not going anywhere, and I mean, I don't know, because yeah, it sounds like this person was just done,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Definitely.
Alright, I was just curious.
Alright, so I have a story. And I will say as a disclaimer, like when I read I'm still am. Oh my god, it angered me so much. Not the person who's telling the story, but what happened to this person. And honestly, like some other people's responses to it, mostly her friends, like I just felt so angry. So, the disclaimer right now, so if y'all get angry, y'all know why. But I do feel like this is definitely a discussion to definitely talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Here.
intrigued.
Right?
Okay, title is, Am I the asshole for breaking a man's nose because he apparently didn't know what stop means?
Oh god. Okay.
I, to
No.
one female. Hey, let me read first
Sorry.
and then you can tell me to stop.
Okay, sorry.
I, to one female, went to my local grocery store in the store to the other day to get one or two items and then go home. As I'm grabbing some items, they were in different aisles. I see a man between 40 and 50 years old following me quite closely. You may say, oh, maybe it's just a weird coincidence. He wanted something in the aisles. Nope. He didn't pick up or look at anything. Didn't have a cart. A little more context, I was wearing a dress. Not ridiculously short, but it was short because it was 90 degrees outside. Anyways, I got uncomfortable and just went and checked out. Didn't see the man until I was almost at my car. He walks up and tries to start making awkwardly small talk. How old I am. The fact that my license plate is a different state than the one I was in. Where I was coming from. If I have a boyfriend. I told him I wasn't interested and asked him to please leave me alone. He didn't and got closer to me. I have a very big ick about people boxing me into small spaces. Trauma. And so I said, quite loudly, please back away from me, I don't like this. He laughed and basically said, aw, she's upset. What a sweetheart. And is now 3 inches away from me. So I panicked and I slammed the palm of my hand into his nose, which broke it. He began screaming at me, but I was having a panic attack, and just got into my car and left. I told some of my friends about it, and some say that I am an asshole because I could have just ducked away and sorry, hold on. I misread that. Because I could have ducked away, and some said that it was a completely normal response for someone who has trauma. Sorry, my tongue got twisted at the end right there. So what do y'all think?
She is definitely not the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
He's the asshole, if anything. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, no. I think if she wouldn't have done that, what would have been the next step?
Mm-hmm.
Because in reality, she doesn't know. What the fuck? Like, why was he doing that? You know what I mean? I mean, she was scared, and no, I don't think so. I mean, the fucking privilege of some people, she didn't even have to answer anything, anything. And she clearly was frightened, and she voiced it to him. She said, I don't like this, back away. And he didn't do that. So, no. No, 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 no. He's the asshole, not her. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Like, what balls does this guy have to think it's fine to be next to this woman that said, I need my space? And all he does is fucking laugh and call her cute? Like,
Yeah.
what? Nah, he deserved that. 100%. Like, you never know what someone is going through. And you do not have the right to step into anyone else's bubble. She told
Mm-hmm.
him straight up, back off. And all he did was laugh. So no. Screw those friends that said that you were in the wrong. You need better friends. Those are not your friends. Because how dare a man do that to you? Even if it was a woman who was standing in your bubble. Like, no one, absolutely no one, should be okay just laughing at someone's face and standing that damn close. Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
She did good. I don't care what anyone else says. That it was not cool, and I wish she would have done more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I was reading the whole reply story, a lot of people were definitely like supporting her, saying like how yeah, he shouldn't have done that, and that pretty much also yeah, like saying how the friends who said like she was an asshole, like to pretty much like tell them all like to kick rocks and just go away.
Oh, hi.
And yeah, like I said,
Hi.
like and like I said, like all this, like when I read that, I was like, oh my effing god, like no. Like I said, like I got mad for her. I was like, holy shit, like
Yeah.
no, yeah, I tell you, like when he laughed and said, oh, that's cute. It's like, first of all, again, she's in her 20s. He's somewhere in his 40s, almost 50s, and he's stalking this girl. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, you are not as big as a catch as you think you are. And the fact that you're doing this, and again, like her too saying like, oh, I already have past trauma from all this. It's like, no, yeah, like it's not
Well,
funny, it's not cute, we're not playing hard to get. And the fact too that she said like, oh, like I was wearing a dress. It's like, okay, yeah, like he, again, the whole probably thinking of like, oh, she is doing that for attention. It's like, no, like again, I get it, like it's hot. I wear shorts or skirts like that, especially where I live in the East Coast where I have freaking humidity. Like it feels more comfortable. It is more comfortable. But unfortunately, at times I do have to think like the length, how far it has to be, and everything because of shit like that. That is just not something I feel like I should have to think about.
and like, two things, One, it's sad, like what you said, that as women, we have to like watch what we wear because men can't control their fucking thoughts. Like what? That's one. But the other thing also, I don't know about you ladies, but me, if somebody tells me to stop, I will stop. Especially if it's a stranger, because like, if you're joking around, if you're playing with your partner, that's different, right? But this isn't the situation. This is a stranger. So if I was to go up to somebody and, I don't know, attempt to flirt with them, because, okay, who knows, maybe this man thought, even if he was a good catch, Musica, it doesn't matter. What matters is that this woman told him, back off. No, I'm not interested, back up. And that wasn't respected. Like, I don't know about you ladies, but me, if somebody were to tell me, like, in any situation, like, stop or no, I don't want anything with, I'm gonna stop.
Mm.
No,
So,
yeah. Respect.
again,
That's it. That's human fucking decency. Like, if
she
someone
could be
says
standing
stop,
there naked, and it doesn't matter. It's not her fault.
yeah. Like, again, it's just fucking common sense. If someone says stop or leave me alone, you fucking stop and leave them alone.
Mhm.
End of story. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They don't need to give you a reason why. If they just say stop, then that's it. Game over. Pick the L and walk away.
Right. And here's another thing, right? Like, you don't even know. He doesn't even know what if she's contagious. What if she's got something? Like, uh,
I
God,
mean,
like
yeah,
they
she
don't
could have
even.
had COVID and
Yeah,
would
like
have
you
been
don't
known.
exactly. Like people don't even think about shit like that. So yeah, I could see why you're all mad because I'm mad too now.
Yeah, that story made my blood boil.
Told you.
Yeah, and I think it makes us. We get this response because it's sad, but there's somebody said, I don't remember if it was on Twitter, Facebook, or on a news network, but somebody said like if you were to ask, oh, I think I saw it on Twitter. If you were to ask females, how many of them have ever experienced any type of sexual harassment or any type of uncomfortableness like this? Like I don't know what to even call. But I mean, I would say it would be sexual harassment, but I don't know what happened with this woman in your story. But and they were saying like ask a woman, and then it was like he did not expect to receive overwhelming responses of women telling their stories, both something that maybe might not be as insignificant, to like the extreme. But even if it's not me saying that it's not that significant, doesn't mean that it wasn't significant. I'm just talking about, things like I got whistled at to like actually being, I
Yeah.
don't even know, can we even say the word? I don't know. But, actually attacked, you
Yeah.
know? So, and then somebody else put on there, every woman. Like, like, every woman has a story. Every woman, and it's so fucking sad because it's true. We all have one.
Yeah.
Like, even what you just said, Musica. How sad because I don't think, I don't know many men that would be like, I'm not gonna wear this Speedo because, because somebody, because they're gonna essay me. They
Yeah, they
might
don't
not want to wear it for personal reasons because they don't like the way they look, but I can guarantee you that that is not their first fucking
thought.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. They don't know. They don't go through the same shit that women do. It's sad because none of them want to take a step back and like reflect on, well, how would this make me feel? Because it doesn't happen to them. It's not common. I think it
Yeah.
does happen, but it's more with girls. Like, I'm sorry. Like, hands down, women. Like, you just said it. Every woman out there, every child out there, every
Yeah.
little girl has a fucking story. And that's
Yeah.
fucking sad.
Mhm.
And scary. Like, we
We
can go on a
need.
freaking rant about this. Like, honestly, I can go on and on about it.
Well, I've heard where they say, we need to teach. I just heard it today. I just literally heard it today, TikTok, where they said we need to stop teaching women not how to dress and now how not to dress in front of men. And we need to teach are men basically the self-control that, I mean, cause like, come on. You know, you're telling me, even again, even if a woman is walking naked, you're telling me, cause this is men's idea, it's like, well, we can't help ourselves. No, yes you can. Yes you fucking can. Cause then if you can,
Yes,
then I was gonna say, then if you can't, then you need to be caged. End of.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I hate that when people bring that up about what they were wearing. It doesn't matter because people have been attacked. You know, in winter, fully clothed. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, you're right. We could talk about this forever. Oh gosh, where are you guys? Because I'm over here in the back riding with my horsey.
I'll go alert to you in a minute.
No, I can't see you.
Oh,
Anyways,
short.
so there's no update on that story?
No, this was literally posted just 10 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Keep us posted. I want to know if there's anything else going on.
Oh yeah.
For sure, for sure. Alright, well, I want to let everyone know that this is our last stream at this time. We are changing schedules again because, as Musika said, she started a job, and so because of her job, we're gonna change the time, and we're gonna change also the days of the week of what we do, but we're gonna have all of that I'm gonna change it all in the About Me page on Twitch. You guys can always join our Discord and be up to date on our schedule change, but from now on we are going to be streaming live at 10 a.m.? Yes, I think that's 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I hope you guys join us. And we are introducing a new segment. Thank you. I was trying to think, what's the word? Yes, we're going to introduce a new segment coming Fridays tentatively called Witch's Corner. This Friday will be our first one, so I'm excited for that. I hope you all tune in. And then, anything else? Am I forgetting something, maybe?
I don't believe
No,
so.
I believe that's it.
But I hope you all can join us. And you can always watch this on YouTube. Bluntly Talking Podcast. You guys can catch all of our past streams and our podcast there. You guys can follow us on TikTok. Bluntly Talking. And yeah. So, thank you guys for joining us on this wonderful, it's our first episode of September. And that's it for me. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.